Welcome to r/entitled people, where we share stories from your lives about people who think the rules don't apply to them, and they should get what they want. Thank you, friends, for subscribing to the channel, and for so many likes. And today we have one great story, so subscribe, hit the like button, and let's begin. And today's first story is 7 hours a week employee cusses out her boss and goes crazy, then is surprised when she gets fired and takes him to court. Don't lie to me about that SH Daddy is quoted in the official court document for the appeal. On to the story. Entitled mother demands new hours, cusses out boss when she gets them, gets fired, and goes to court. I finally have a story. And even better, it didn't happen to me, but I had front row seats. Okay, a little bit of backstory. My grandfather moved in with us at the beginning of the pandemic, and this started shortly after. My grandfather owns a small hair salon that his daughter works at. Important later. He tries to be fair and she usually ends up with the worst shifts, even though she just had a baby, because she has the least seniority, and my grandfather lets the senior stylists pick their shifts to an extent. This is where the entitled mother comes in. She worked maybe 7 hours a week before the pandemic started, and it needed to be a specific day shift because she needed to be home taking care of her kids. She texted my godfather to ask for different hours once the salon opened again. I asked him to send me screenshots, but he just turned around and handed me a printed copy of the transcript because he had to type it up for the court anyway. This will be word for word except names, obviously, and I bleeped out cursing. I did leave any typos or grammar errors in the original text as well, so sorry. My eyes are bleeding too. Side note, at this point my godfather's daughter was expecting to move across the country in May. Okay, so uncle equals godfather, daughter equals uncle's daughter, EM equals entitled mother. The following is a text exchange, and really it speaks for itself. 24th of April 2020. EM, so are we for sure opening back up on May 1st? And what is our schedule going to be? Uncle, May 4th unless the county extends the order for us to close. Same schedule as before. I will be closing at 4 on Fridays though. No one to cover that shift. EM, well I'll have to work the night shift while my kids are out of school. What night shifts will you need covered? Uncle, other employee 1 is covering them. EM, okay, so where does that leave me? I don't have anyone to watch my kids. I was working Thursday and Friday night before my kids were in school, and I was hoping I could work those shifts again. Uncle, I've had you Wednesday day and Thursday night. You're welcome to work Friday nights. Saturday has hours available also. I can have daughter do Thursday all day. EM, I can work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night if need be, but I can't do the morning while my kids are out of school. We had discussed this when I got the morning shift, that I would alternate between the summer and school year. Did you forget? Uncle, I'm sure I did. EM, okay, so you're gonna be able to work with me? Uncle, sure, 3 to 7 or 4 to 7? EM, 4 to 7. April 25th, 2020. EM, so I take it you gave other employee 2 her same schedule even though other employee 1 suggested you can now give her night shifts also. When the school year starts again, I'll need to have mornings again, which you're now aware of, right? Uncle, first of all, it's not your concern when and where other employee 2 is scheduled. I'm done hearing about it. You're the most difficult to schedule, as you always need things changed. I've done my best to accommodate you. I just accommodated you again, and your concern in other employee 2's schedule? WTF. So you cannot work days, and you're concerned other employee 2 is? If I put other employee 2 on nights, who covers the day? I cannot guarantee anything as far as moving around constantly, as business and employees constantly change. I'm down to 4 employees and it will be the 3rd at the end of May. Can you find me employees and inform me of what shifts you'll allow them to work? I will have enough stress in my life to keep worrying about my 7-hour-a-week employee's needs, and her concerns about everyone else's schedule on a constant basis. I will do what I can when I can and what works best for my business. EM, okay, first of all, Uncle, my only intentions of working for you is to help you and your business thrive. I don't give an F about anyone else's schedule. But what I do care about is the fact that you let people that don't give an SH about you run the show and tell you how it's going to be. Why is that my concern? Let me tell you why. 'Cause it affects my livelihood. When I give my employer the utmost respect and take care of my clients, as well as being there for my kids, I deserve the same respect. So your 7-hour-a-week employee that sales your products, doesn't milk your clock, who has your back, is worth more than that. I've always come through to help you when you're in need, and I mention other employee 2 because she does not. But you want to stick up for her and let her do whatever she wants, even at the expense of turning away business from your shop. I simply asked you what date we were going to open, Cause I already got clients hitting me up and have been the entire time. And all you have to say is other employee 1 is working those shifts? WTF. Okay, so apparently she's changed her schedule, which you're okay with. Need I say more? Then the fact that you've always been a jerk to me, attempting to fire me, believing the lies of a freak, when you yourself went to court dealing with the same thing, and saying that I'm constantly changing my schedule? No, I initially changed to help you guys, which of course you don't remember. I had already asked for it to change 2 times a year, but of course you forget about that too. You just said it yourself that things constantly change, right? Yeah, so you need to accept that fact and do what works for your employees. It doesn't take a genius to figure it out. You signed up for this drama-driven occupation, so deal. I was offering to work 3 nights instead of the 2 I normally work just to help you, and this is how you respond? Wow, you're the one that makes it complicated. You've never valued me. You just don't see a good thing when it's right in front of you. It's sad. By the way, FYI, you never did tell me what it is I'm working. That's how much you respect me, so what are you accommodating for me? Uncle, exactly what you asked for. EM, so I take it you're giving other employee 2 her same schedule even though other employee 1 suggested you can now give her night shifts also? When the school year starts again, I'll need to have mornings again, which you're now aware of, right? Uncle, where in this last text you sent me does it state any of the SH you just blew up at? All I see it say is what is stated. What about other employee 2? EM, go back and start at the beginning of the convo. Uncle, I guess I should just fire other employee 2 and have you work days to better my business. OD, you can't and won't. I should fire her and be down to 2 employees. That would work, I guess. You and other employee 1 covering all the shifts. You can work every night if you'd like. I prefer 2 people per shift. Other employee 1 gave me 1 per shift by working the entire day. I had not talked to you yet to see if you would be the second. I also knew you wanted days and not nights. EM, first when I told you what I needed, and then asked you what nights do you need covered, you said other employee 1 is covering them. Them meaning all the nights. Then you said daughter will work all day Thursday, which means the night I always work, Thursday and Friday nights in the summer. You said I could work Friday nights. So then I offered Thursday night, Friday night, and Wednesday night to help you. Look, Uncle, it's very simple. During the school year when my kids are in school, it does them no good for me to be home all day, and then go to work when they get home. So during the school year, I need mornings, with the exception of a morning off to help at the school and no Fridays for school activities. Then in the summertime, while my kids are out of school, I'm with them all day and that's why I can spare my nights. Also because I have no one to watch them in the morning while my husband is at work. And he doesn't get home until 4, hence why I can't come in until 4. When school started, I came to you, and you could only give me 1 morning, because other employee 2 worked every morning except Wednesday, so I had to change my Friday night for the Wednesday morning. So when someone like myself needs to change their schedule to accommodate kids, then everybody should not have a problem with that. Other employee 2 did mornings when her child was young, but her schedule hasn't changed. I know it's better for other employee 1 to do mornings because she has also a young child in school. She also has daycare for her at night so she can work. I don't give an SH what nights I work in the summer or what mornings I work during the school year, but until I know what day is available for me at the school, I have to be able to arrange that with you when the time comes. It may always be different, but it's twice a year. You will do it for your own daughter. Schedule changes and always will. If I didn't have kids, I would be your puppet. Do you not understand that? Give me an all day in the summer if you need, IDFC. Does it make sense to you yet? Uncle, I understand why you do what you do. Just because you have changing needs does not mean I need to rearrange my business. No, I do not make exceptions for my daughter. I made her take the remaining shifts and she has a newborn. She did not and does not tell me when she can and can't work. I do my best to work around what she needs, but it does not change in most cases. You think everyone needs to move around to accommodate your few hours, when they work 4 times more hours than you. If I can accommodate you, I have and will. It's not summer, so I did not know you were changing already. I do not have kids, so I do not pay attention to those things. I had you at your regular schedule you had been on. I know you did not want to work nights, so other employee 1 offered. I took her up on it. I had 2 other thoughts also. Will there be enough business to maintain the same hours we had prior to COVID, or do I not need a second person for each shift? So I'm not sure exactly what is the best plan. So that's why I told you other employee 1 had it covered. How would I know you needed to switch earlier than normal and now needed nights? Then you tell me you need nights and then complain other employee 2 has days. Hence my frustration. Let alone trying to manage all of this, find a way to pay all the bills for the salon with 0 income coming in, finalizing a divorce, trying to find a new place to live, trying to get state and federal help so I can stay afloat, losing 90% of my personal income from this virus, and doing it all while having emergency back surgery and being unable to do anything. Can't walk, can't leave the house, and I'm on lots of medication that makes it hard to accomplish anything. EM. You don't got a clue, Mr. Uncle, but if that's how you feel, then you're ignorant and you need to remember. We don't need you, you need us. You got it all backwards. You wouldn't have a business if it weren't for us because you don't do our job. And I know daughters, so don't talk to me like that about that SH, Daddy. Uncle. Sorry you feel that way. As an employer, I need employees. I can choose which ones. Employees need to respect the employer. We obviously do not and will not get along. That being said, take your clients and find a new salon you can take care of them at. Hopefully that salon will let you decide your schedule. You're not welcome to come back to mine. I will find more help at some point. EM. With all due respect, reading your text to my husband, I did not see the rest of your text when I responded back. I only read it to the part where you were talking about daughter. But I do feel bad for you, and you know as well as I do that us stylists don't come a dime a dozen. So unfortunately, you don't get to pick and choose who you hire. And you obviously don't listen to me because I never said I want mornings. I prefer nights, but I have to do what's best for my kids. And because of the virus, the summer is here and the kids are done with school for the year. So I wasn't planning on changing my schedule this early either. I'm very easy to get along with, and I'm a devoted, valuable worker who's great with the customers, and I'm good at what I do. If you're already struggling now, then you'll continue to struggle because of this epidemic. So if you feel the need to not have me work for you and help you, then peace. Emoji. And I don't have to work for anybody because I have a salon in my house. And believe me, a lot of my clients will gladly follow. Now, I'm probably not the time to make rash decisions since you're all doped up, so talk to me when you feel better. Uncle. I'm perfectly alert at the moment. Best of luck at your home salon. You're a good stylist, I know you'll do fine. EM. I don't have to work. I was only doing it for the people and you. So if that's the way you want it, then you're making a bad decision. How dare you treat me this way? You're so effing unappreciative. Best of luck owning a salon. You're phony and lied about not wanting to change what former owner had. You're heartless when I was always good to you. You'll be frowned upon by a lot of people in the community. April 28th, 2020. EM. Good morning, Uncle. Please give me another chance. I'm so sorry for the other day. Someone came and took my body, hijacked it from me. It wasn't my intention to act like that. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I promise I won't say another word about anything ever again. Let me make it up to you. I'll do anything. I'm locked up in a cage like the rest of the world and with two little girls that want to rip their heads off each other, and they're rubbing off on me. Please, I'm begging you to give me another chance. On my knees, please, please, please. Praying hands emoji? Just one more chance, I'm sorry. Crying emoji. I'm in a really good mood today. Please let that continue. Please don't say no. Crying emoji. April 30th, 2020. EM. Have you given any thought to my plea? End texts. But wait, there's more. This lady filed for unemployment and obviously Uncle turned it down. She took him to court. I was at work, so sadly I didn't get to hear the whole session. But my partner was home and Uncle had them on speaker, so he got to hear the whole thing. Apparently she spent the whole time crying and the judge had to tell her to shut up several times. I'm sure the audio is in the Utah Public Records somewhere, or the transcript at the very least. I'm not sure how to access it though. They ruled in favor of Uncle clearly. She appealed. Her appeals letter was interesting to say the least, but it didn't help her. But seriously, what did she expect to happen after cussing out her boss? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a nice day.